Welcome back, everybody. Today's show is all about perfect pairings. So we have some great pairings I think that you will absolutely love. Tom is here from Hotel Seymour in Seymour. Good to see you, Tom.
Good to see you, Amy.
Hotel Seymour is one of my all-time favorite restaurants. I've been going there for years and years with my family. It's just a short drive from Green Bay or Appleton, right in downtown Seymour. And the hotel itself has been around for a really long time, but you took it over about 10 years ago.
Yep, this is our 10-year anniversary.
And Tom is an incredible chef, so he took the place to a whole nother level. So you're going to see a lot of people there coming from out of town. The word is out on this place, and you've now even kicked it up a notch even more. You were known for a long time for steaks and lobster and Friday fish fry and the traditional supper club stuff, right?
Big salad bars, which we still have. We still have a tremendous big salad bar, over 30 some items.
It's a beautiful salad bar. It really, really is. People want the salad bar. But now you've got some new menu items. Let's talk about that.
We do. We've kind of upscaled in today's modern eating out kind of way people do things. It's changed a lot. You know, that traditional center of the plate steak, big meal supper club, salad bar is just not what people in healthy eating is really all about so much. So we've gone to a level to upscale appetizers, add some amazing sandwiches, some different pastas, and we also went out, added a microbrew system, and we added some more wines to our list just to give that whole generation coming up something more to look forward to in a supper club in today's world.
And the atmosphere here there is very, very cool. Let's talk about a couple of the appetizers. We're going to make one of them, but steak bites.
Steak bites, yes. We do a tenderloin steak bite, which we bread, and we use my own homemade sriracha sauce that we kind of just coat them lately with. They're amazing. They got that sweet but yet bite to it. They pair up great with some of our microbrews. We change our microbrews about every 3 months. We look for something from Wisconsin. We try housing Wisconsin beers, and we got a couple of them from Stone Arch today with us. Out of Appleton, we got another one out of Lake Mills, Wisconsin with us today. So that's what we're going to be doing with some of this stuff.
If you like cheese curds, you take those to a whole new level. Tell me about these cheese curds.
We do. We don't just buy the frozen ones and drop them in a fryer. We actually go to Therese, Wisconsin. We buy brick cheese from them. We cube it ourselves, and then we hand batter them and deep fry them to a whole nother level of cheese curds. You were using your Boursin cheese earlier. It's funny you're using that because we use that in our crab and spinach dip. That we use with pita rounds or pita breads that we toast ourselves.
You even make the pita toast to go with it.
We make the pita toast to go with it. We take the pita rounds, cut them down, toast them,
and that
season them,
huge difference.
and they come out warm with a warm crab and spinach dip with Boursin cheese. That's
now we're talking. I'm coming for that. Ann's coming for the cheese curds. She's my cheese curd gal. So we talked about pairings here. And some of the different dishes that you serve. So besides steaks, which by the way, they have the best tenderloin steak that, I mean, it's amazing. But you do some pastas and things like that. Tell us about this one.
We do. This is our homemade chicken parmesan. We take a chicken breast and we hand bread it with our own parmesan panko breading.
So back it up. No frozen patty for the chicken breast.
No frozen nothing. There's nothing frozen in our place that comes in. We hand cut all our steaks. We clean them every day. Hand cut them to order. So we have a certain size on our menu, but if you would like a bigger size, we cut them to order. So if you would like that tenderloin that yours is normally a 7-ounce, go to a 16-ounce, we can do it.
Wow, wow. So see, it doesn't get any fresher than that. So this is the chicken parmesan.
It is.
You will probably leave with the doggy bag because I don't think there's any way you could finish that. And then what are we pairing it with?
Well, we paired it up with our Cabernet Sauvignon, which is we have 2 different kinds, but we brought in 14 Hands, which seems to be a very popular wine out there right now.
And it really goes nice with the red sauce. Look at this chicken sandwich. That is a chicken sandwich. I'm a huge fan of chicken sandwiches. Tell me about that.
Well, flatbread seems to be the craze right now. We do a little bit of a flatbread chicken Alfredo pizza. We also have a flatbread sandwich, which is a chicken breast that we hand bread in cornflake crumbs. And it's we call it our chicken flatbread club sandwich. It's got the real brick cheese that we use in our cheese curds on it. It has that same sauce, that sriracha sauce we make homemade in our steak bites, along with our butter wedge fries.
Oh, that looks fantastic. So you don't have to just go for steak or and seafood. You can go get pasta, you can go get sandwiches. What are we pairing this chicken sandwich with?
We're pairing this with our Stone Arch Scottish Ale is what we're using. And it also works really well with our Moscato. Moscato seems to be a very popular, very sweet wine right now that goes well with just about anything.
It has a little bubble sometimes.
It does. It's got like a champagne bubble, but that sweetness to it of a wine.
Nice summer drink. Okay, we're going to make one of the appetizers. We're making bruschetta, and no more. Sometimes you go out and get a little bruschetta appetizers, and it's like 2 little things, and you're going, okay, where's the rest of my food? Not at the hotel.
We don't do nothing small, unfortunately.
All right, tell us about this.
What we're using is we're using a real French loaf.
Okay.
Baked, and then we split it down the center, and then we get garlic butter. We mix this ourselves with real butter, fresh chopped garlic salt to give it that little bit of a saltiness to it, and then some parsley flakes just for color because we do use it on other things. So we need some presentation, obviously, that goes along with it.
Sure.
So all we're going to do is put a nice, thin, pretty healthy layer because our French loaf is a very thicker, denser bed than just a normal bread. You want it to soak in some.
Okay.
You want it to get into the bread and to get the flavor all the way through in every bite.
Okay.
So we're going to do that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle some mozzarella on top of it. So you're just going to put probably the heavier layer on top, leaving just a little bit to sprinkle on top to brown.
Okay. So about there?
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
So you said you don't want too much. I mean, I know we're the cheese capital, but you still want to taste the rest of the flavors in the whole thing.
Okay. All right.
Then we're going to put the tomatoes on. The tomatoes are a fresh cut Roma tomato mixed with chopped garlic and seasoning salt, just to give it a little bit of flavor. And you can put a good healthy amount of tomato on it because that's what makes bruschetta.
And you know what I like? I like the fact that we're going to warm up the tomatoes. A lot of bruschetta recipes call for it cold, but sometimes you don't always get those fresh vine ripe, you know what I mean? They're really awesome tomatoes.
We use a very hot oven, so it kind of actually browns the tomatoes. It kind of gives them that fire roasted flavor to them.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
So now what we're going to do is just sprinkle a real, a nice browning effect for the mozzarella is what you're using on the top.
So a little bit more on top.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're going to put just a sprinkle of Italian seasoning across both of them before we bake them so it soaks into the tomatoes and the bread.
Wow. And then into the oven, about how long?
Into the oven. With a normal oven, it's going to take about 15 minutes at about 400 degrees.
Okay, so you want it nice and toasty.
You want them nice and toasty, top shelf, get the mozzarella nice and browned up.
Okay, I can hardly, it smells so delicious. Wow.
So what we're going to do is
Unbelievable.
we're going to plate that. I don't know if you use tongs there.
Yep, you betcha. This is, now we're talking about bruschetta here. Oh,
we're going to step it up one more notch yet.
Are you serious?
Yes, we are.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what?
We're going to use a reduced balsamic glaze that we're going to just drizzle across the whole thing.
Wow. Just for a little bit of sweet
and it just really just takes that and it hits your palate like force you'll never understand.
Tom, that looks unbelievable. Always on the menu. Can people just stop in and have a drink and have that?
Yes, and that's kind of what we're trying to present ourselves as, is just not that place that is you have to have this humongous appetite to stop at no more. You can stop, and we paired that up with Tyranny. It's a beer company out of Lake Mills, and this is called their Scurvy. It's a IPA, American IPA with orange peel added to it. So it's got that, yet again, summer fruity taste, but yet it's got that hoppy flavor to it. It's amazing beer.
Wow, that and a salad, that's dinner.
But you can come and just get these two right here. Sit at the bar, have an appetizer. We added a whole brand new Island Oasis machine, so we're making margaritas and we're making fruit drinks and all that stuff. We've added to, again, appeal to another generation that is coming into the restaurants now, looking for a little bit different than what my parents looked for and my grandparents looked for years ago.
And it's kid-friendly, too. We've always brought the kids, so you welcome the kids.
But we still cater to that generation that loves that steak, that salad bar, and all that on top of it still.
Good, because I tell you, it's hard not to get one of your steaks, Tom, but I think I'd have to get the bruschetta appetizer. Okay, talk about this big contest coming up. You want to go to the Outagamie County Fair, get dinner and a limo ride, and do it all for free. Tom's doing a special contest.
We are. It's our 10-year anniversary. We're celebrating a decade of awesome food, awesome camaraderie, and great customers.
So how can people enter?
Well, you can go on our Facebook, and there's a link there you can hit.
So Hotel Seymour.
It's Hotel Seymour Facebook.
Okay.
You link there, and there's a link, and you just go on there, and you can enter through there one time, and that's pretty much that for that. Otherwise, the big thing is to come in and experience some of our food, and you can sign up and put an entry in every day, one per day, until we do the drawing from here till July 14th.
Cool. So there you go.
We're open Tuesday through Sunday. We're closed Monday, so don't drive out there. But you can entry, if you come now every day, you can have 60 entries almost in there to win. We're giving away a ticket for Thursday night show to Easton Corbin. We're giving tickets away to the Billy Currington show on Friday night. It includes a dinner for 4, a limo ride from the hotel to the fairgrounds, which is not a very far ride, but it's a fun one. It's a fun one.
Absolutely.
You get VIP parking. You get VIP tickets to right in front of the stage to the concert is what I've been told by the fairgrounds. I just want to make sure I say that. And then you also get meet and greets with the stars that night.
Oh, how cool is that? That would be really fun. So stop into Hotel Seymour. They're open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday.
4:30 to 9.
Try some of the great food and get in on this contest. Tom, thanks so much.
Thank you again for having me.
You betcha. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. Coming up, we're making s'mores milkshakes and lots more. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.